you think you're a good enough guy to treat somebody like that after you just treated me, like after you had just used me for rides for 3 weeks and made out with me to hook up with my friend? Are you, huh? So today I thought I would kind of switch it up. When I was reading you guys both of my diaries, a lot of people were commenting, agreeing with me that I just seem to have a lot of boys in my life. And I just want to assure you guys that I am not boy crazy. Okay, maybe just a little bit. I just liked a lot of guys. A majority of the guys that I've ever had things with or have dated have, you know, the numbers are very few, and a lot of them have actually turned out really weirdly. Like, I've had very strange experiences with it. We're gonna start off with a very just strange, like, I still don't know how to take this experience to this day, and so I'm gonna let you guys decide, like, is this normal? Is this like a thing? I don't know. You guys get to find out. But I'm just gonna take you back to my senior year of high school. New girl, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm living life. So, it's Valentine's Day, right? I'm chilling at my friend's house. We're all girls there, having a good old time, eating food, probably chocolate, I don't know. Then, we're gonna call him Alex. Alex slides into my Twitter DMs. Because that was a thing and I don't know why. And of course I was asking everybody who, like, I was friends with about him because I was new, I knew nothing about him, and I was getting very mixed reviews. Some people were like, oh yeah, he's adorable, go have fun, like, marry him, marry this boy. And I was like, oh, take it easy, man. And some people were like, oh, he's bad news, don't talk to him. I decided I was gonna figure it out on my own. Smart. First it was just very innocent. It started off very friendly, and this lasted like for maybe tops 3 weeks, guys. So take that timeline into effect. I think he asked me to go to a movie the first time we hung out, and I was all nervous because I didn't know if he wanted to be friends with me or if he liked me, and that's why he was asking me to hang out. So of course, like, the entire movie I was waiting for the move, if you know what I'm saying. And it never happened, and he never kissed me, and I think I bought my own ticket, which, hey, I'm totally for, like, equal paying rights for girls and guys, whatever, but that's generally, like, a sign, if you're a girl, if the guy's asking you on a date versus a friend date, is if he pays for your ticket, or, like, he wants to pay for your ticket, and he never offered, so that was a sign for me that, like, hey, he's probably wanting to hang out with you as a friend. I put myself into the friend zone and I was like, okay, cool, we're just friends. But then on the phone he was very flirtatious, so I didn't, you know, I was just a little confused. But then he didn't have a car, and this was senior year, so I offered to drive him to school and home every day because he lived pretty close. It was like within a mile of school, and so I just was like, hey, I'll pick you up and drop you off, it's fine. And so I started doing that, and so we started hanging out more and more, and he asked me out on another date. That date, this was more, he started getting like more touchy-feely, if you know what I mean. Like, he would like tickle me and like try to flirt with me more, and that's when I was like, okay, he actually does like me. And he went in for the kiss that night, and so in my head I was like, oh, yay, a boy likes me. But then he started asking me, like, about who I hung out with and about specific people and what they were doing, and it was just, at first I thought like nothing of it. I was just like, oh, maybe he's friends with them too. But this will come back later in the story, and you will see why. After this happens, like, also, that was the second time we hung out together. First time he had ever kissed me. I take him to school the next day, and as soon as we get into the hallway, he grabs my hand and like holds on to it for dear life. And I am very weird about PDA. Like, some things, sometimes I'm completely fine with it, and other times it sketches me out so much, and I don't know why. And especially like if I am not in agreement with it, like, he's not my boyfriend, like, I don't even know if we're like dating, like, oh, homeboy's hold my hand and I'm the new girl. Oh. And then I think a couple days later he kissed me in the middle of the hallway, and that was also very uncomfortable for me because, yeah, like I said, we were not dating. I mean, I guess it's sweet, but I didn't like it. Yes, flash forward a couple weeks. He asked me to go to Petland with him, and that was like 15 minutes away, so I had no clue why he just wanted to go to Petland. And then we get back to the car and he's like, hey, I like brought you a surprise, it's in the back seat. And I was like, okay, how did I not know this? Like, this is my car. And so he opens it up and he like grabs me and he's like kissing me, and like we're inside the back seat now and we're in a public parking lot. And I was like, whoa. Like 0 to 100 very, very fast. 1, I'm not dating you. 2, I hate PDA. Like, I already am uncomfortable with you holding my hand in public. 3, I am like, just no. And so then he starts to try to do more, and I immediately am like, no, I don't do that, I'm sorry. And when I get awkward, I start giggling. And so he was probably taking it like, oh, she's acting shy. And so he was like, huh, why not? And I was like, no, no, I don't know. Because, like, I don't know you. I literally said that. I was like, we don't know each other that well. No. And so, like, he kept trying for, like, a couple minutes. And eventually, I just, like, opened my back door. And I was like, you know, I'm driving home. You can either come in the front seat or you can sit back here. But I'm driving, so. And he got back in the front seat. And, like, the funny business was over. The next day, we go back to school. Silence in the car from him. Like, he is silent. This went on for 3 more days. And I was like, oh, that's how it's gonna be, huh? And so I texted him and I was like, so, like, what's going on? Are you cool? Are you fine? Is your ego okay? I didn't say that part, but I was just like, okay, like, I know what's happening here. And he texted me back and he's like, oh yeah, like, I've just been thinking lately, and I don't think we're meant to be anything more than friends, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Are you cool with that? Are you fine? And I was like, homeboy, like, I already didn't want to be, like, holding your hands in the hallway. You think I'm gonna be upset? No, I'm completely fine with it. Like, I don't care. And we're just, like, texting about it, like, how we're both fine about it. And then I get the text that made me so angry. It made me question everything. He sends me a message that literally said, oh, by the way, one of your really close friends, we're gonna call her Samantha, okay? By the way, I've been in love with Samantha for the past 3 years. Since we're just friends now, do you mind helping me out so I can date her? Samantha is the same friend he started asking me about when he was kissing me on the 2nd date. Okay? Yeah. Homeboy was playing me the entire time. Like, he knew I was the new girl and he knew that I was friends with her. And so he just literally tried to get with me so that way he could hang out with her more and then get with her. So I text him back and I act like I just acted naive because I was, you know, I was just like, what the heck are you talking about? And so I was like, what do you mean you've loved her for that long? Like, what? And he's like, he sent me literally like probably 4 texts, so like 4 paragraphs long, about how nobody in this town treated her right and how she was a princess and deserved to have everything catered to her, and if he, it was super dramatic. Like, if he even had the chance to sit next to her, he would treat her like a queen and all this stuff, which is so sweet. But the fact that, like, he just done that, and then he was saying all this stuff that he would do for my friend, was just like, excuse me? So, like, you think you're a good enough guy to treat somebody like that after you just treated me, like, after you had just used me for rides for 3 weeks and made out with me to hook up with my friend? Are you, huh? Yes, and so this boy texted me for, I think, like 5 days straight, trying to get my advice onto how he should deliver his love onto Samantha, whether it be by flowers to the doorstep or chocolates delivered to her homeroom. No, oh my gosh, and I was so upset that, like, one, I was that naive and I let him use me for that long, and two, that he would even continue texting me after, like, he had made it that obvious that he was using me. And then I think, if I remember correctly, he got the message that I was mad at him after, like, those 5 days, and he stopped asking me for advice. And then, like, a couple months later, before prom, he started messaging me again, asking me how he should ask her to prom. So anyway, that's my story time on how I got scammed by a boy so that way he could hook up with my friend. But joke's on him because she never liked him, so sorry, Alex, if you're watching this, but it didn't work. If you want to hear more story times about other guys that I've had interesting experiences with, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and comment down below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hearing about my crazy life. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.